The secret power of a cat's tail. Every cat's tail is more than just a cute, fluffy accessory, it's actually a part of the spine. Inside that graceful swishing appendage hides an intricate structure made up of 20 to 28 tiny vertebrae, depending on the breed, all wrapped in muscles, tendons, and nerves. The tail is divided into 3 main sections. The base, made of 4 to 6 strong, fused vertebrae that connect it to the rest of the spine. The shaft, the longest middle part, with up to 16 slender vertebrae that give it flexibility and strength. And finally, the tip, a delicate end made of a few small bones, sometimes ending in a little curve or hook. Between these vertebrae lies a gel-like fluid, acting like natural lubrication. Thanks to it, and to the elastic muscles and ligaments, a cat's tail can twist, curl, or flick in almost any direction with incredible precision. But what's the tail really for? Oh, it's not just for show, it's a multi-tool of nature. First, balance. Think of a cat's tail as a tightrope walker's pole. It helps them keep perfect equilibrium when walking along narrow ledges or tree branches. It also acts as a rudder during running and jumping, allowing cats to twist midair and land perfectly on their feet. Even when falling from a great height, that quick spin of the tail helps them stabilize and survive the drop. Then, communication. Cats don't need words to express themselves, their body language says it all. A twitching tail. Curiosity or irritation. A tail held high. Confidence or greeting. And when it's puffed up like a bottle brush, well, that's a clear, stay away, message. By watching their tails, we can literally read their emotions. Next, temperature control. In hot weather, cats may flick their tails like tiny fans to cool off. In the cold, they wrap their tails around their paws, or even their noses, to keep warm, turning that fluffy tool into a personal blanket. And finally, play. For kittens, the tail is one of their first toys. They chase it, pounce on it, and even ambush their mother's tail, unknowingly training their reflexes and hunting skills for life. Why do cats wag their tails? You've probably noticed it, your cat sitting there, tail twitching, swishing, or even thumping on the floor like a whip. But what's really going on behind that mysterious movement? Well, the tail isn't just decoration, it's literally an extension of the spine, filled with nerves and muscles. Every flick, every twitch, is a message sent straight from the cat's brain through those nerve endings, a physical display of emotion and reaction. Let's break it down. Curiosity and alertness. Imagine your cat poking its nose into a paper bag. That little swish of the tail. It's not random, it's a sign the cat's senses are in overdrive. When they hear a strange noise, smell something unfamiliar, or sense movement they can't quite identify, the tail starts moving sharply side to side, like a radar, scanning the situation. Annoyance or irritation. Ever tried to pet your cat while it's sleeping, and it responds with a heavy tail thump? That's your furry friend saying, "Not now, human." The tail lashes or flicks like a whip, a clear warning that it wants peace and quiet. Anger or aggression. When a cat is truly upset, the signs are unmistakable. The tail starts jerking violently, the fur stands on end, the whole body becomes tense. At that point, it's best to give your cat space before things escalate. Focus and concentration. During play or a hunt, cats enter full predator mode. Their bodies go still, eyes lock on the target, and the tip of the tail twitches ever so slightly. It's the only part of them that betrays the intense concentration building inside. Affection and happiness. And then there's the sweetest signal of all. When your cat walks up to you, tail raised high and gently quivering, that's pure love. It's their way of saying, "I missed you." They might rub against your legs, purring softly, tail vibrating with emotion. What your cat's tail is really telling you. Let's talk about one of the most expressive parts of a cat's body, the tail. Every flick, every tremble, every little curve, it's a message. So what does it mean when your cat moves its tail just so? Let's decode the feline language of tails. Tail raised straight up. When a cat walks toward you with its tail standing tall, a perfect 90 degrees, that's a beautiful sight. It means your cat feels confident, relaxed, and happy to see you. You'll often see this when you come home after a long day. Your furry friend greets you, tail up, sometimes even with a gentle wiggle at the tip. That's cat language for, "Hey, I missed you." Tail tip quivering. If only the tip of the tail trembles, it can mean two very different things. If your cat's fur is puffed up and its body is tense, it's ready to attack or defend itself. But if it's calm, alert, and just exploring something new, that tiny tremble means curiosity. In other words, what's this interesting smell? Tail flicking or jerking. When your cat's tail starts snapping back and forth, that's not a good sign. It usually means irritation or frustration. Maybe you're petting too much, maybe the music's too loud, or maybe it just doesn't like that weird new air freshener. If this happens a lot, take a step back, your cat might be stressed. Add read style transition, natural for YouTube tone. And speaking of stress, one of the best ways to keep your cat calm, healthy, and happy is through proper nutrition. That's where Purina One comes in, developed with vets and nutritionists, made from natural ingredients with real meat at its core. A balanced diet means a balanced cat, both physically and emotionally. Tail pointed down or tucked. If your cat's tail hangs low at about a 45-degree angle, it's alert or cautious. But if it's pressed tightly between the legs, your cat is afraid or in pain. That's a defensive position, instinctively protecting the most vulnerable areas, the belly and groin. When you see this, don't push. Give your cat space and comfort. Tail trembling all over. And finally, when your cat's tail is standing tall like a flagpole, gently trembling at the base, that's pure joy. Your cat is literally vibrating with happiness, usually because of you. Its eyes are half closed, ears forward, and that soft rumbling purr says it all, life is good. Closing line, optional for video voiceover. So next time you look at your cat's tail, pay attention. It's not just wagging, it's talking. And if you learn to listen, you'll understand exactly what your feline friend is trying to say.